Welcome back to the Minnesota Gophers Dynasty. From Death Valley, the Gophers began the second half of this regular season in a big non-conference clash against the number 6 Clemson Tigers. It's another great test for this dominant Gopher defense that is number 1 in yards allowed, points allowed, and rushing yards allowed. We've seen the Gopher offense take big strides the last 2 weeks, but Clemson's defense is also very impressive. We've had this matchup circled all season, and it's time to get underway. Shane Wood starts us off here in Week 8. The kick sails deep into the end zone. Clemson takes the touchback. On offense, their top playmaker is halfback Trenton Tillman. He's in the Heisman conversation. Last week, he rushed for over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. Clemson begins the day in the wing bone. Tillman the wing to the right. Elliot Fernando hands off, and the first play is a fumble. It's picked up by Ricky Jack, who keeps his footing, and the big man takes it in for a touchdown. How about that for a start on the road? Forced fumble from Reggie Carter. Great job by Jack keeping his balance, and the Gophers turn it into points. 7-0 Gophers here, just one play in. Clemson ball right back. They go up the middle again as Cox takes his second carry. This time he hangs on and picks up 3. Clemson in their hurry-up approach as Fernando flips it out right to Danny Jackson, who is wrapped up by Calvin Hall. Just a gain of 1. They hurry things back up, still in the wing bone. Fernando dumps it off, and Jackson is rocked by Josh Mackey. That's a 3-and-out. The Gophers come out playing their brand of football. Hard-hitting physical run defense is their first priority. Now the punt return by Brandon Jones. He's going to angle to the far side. The speed gets him around the corner. He's in Tiger territory, and his juke brought him out of bounds. So the first snap for Minnesota starts at the Clemson 42. From the shotgun, Tim Gallagher's first pass attempt. Downfield for Lee James, and he sliced that between the defender and James. Still a 3-wide pistol, and now Gallagher gives inside, and T.J. Jackson, who had a monster game last week, picks up 7. Same formation, third down against the blitz. Wide open Marcus Williams. Nobody even close to the Gophers' most productive pass catcher. Now some split shotgun with Thornton in the game. Off the fake, there's the pitch. Jackson makes a move, and he takes it in for a touchdown. The triple option results in the second Gopher score of the quarter. They have sure hit the ground running today. We are not far into this game, and it's already 14-0 Minnesota. But now, can they keep the pressure on Clemson? Tillman in motion. It's his first touch. On the outside, he's brought down after a gain of 1 by LaShawn Smith. Now Fernando, straight drop. He fires outside, and that is hauled in for a first down by Sean Carter. Clemson gets their first down of the day. Now a fake to Cox. Underneath there is Parks near the 45-yard line, gain of 8. Tillman the wing left. Another fake. Fernando to Parks, but this time he couldn't hang on. They ran the same play, just mirrored it. It's now third down. Tillman the motion man, but they hand it off to the fullback, and Brian Cox goes nowhere. The Gophers have another stop. Clemson's offense isn't looking too dynamic so far. Minnesota takes over. Here's the inside give as T.J. Jackson rumbles forward for a gain of 4. 2 receivers on the right side. Gallagher down the field. That's complete to Lee James in Tiger territory for a 31-yard big chunk down the seam. They go from a 3-wide shotgun to a 3-wide pistol, and Jackson carries again, trying to stretch it to the outside. He gets to the first down marker and picks up 12. I can't say enough how refreshing it's been to see a running game that can actually run again. And speaking of running, here's Gallagher way outside the pocket, but blanket coverage forces a throwaway. Gophers go empty, facing a 3rd and 5. Gallagher fires right, and Brandon Jones has the first down. The Gophers are now in the red zone. Fullback Trey Grigsby now in the game, and he helps lead the way as T.J. Jackson is tripped up, but he makes sure he falls forward, gain of 5. Here's Lee James in motion. Gallagher fakes the jet sweep and is brought down for the sack. Pressure got there just in time as Lee James was wide open after the fake. Gophers do make it a 17-0 game. They have been completely dominating this entire quarter. Clemson needs to get their offense going, and they just can't run up the middle right now. They're trying to use the fullback, Brian Cox, and it's not working. 3rd down and long for Fernando. He steps up, fires deep, and a man is open. It's Carter at the 35 of Minnesota. Jason Johnson lost track of him. It's a 44-yard play. Tillman in motion. Here's the option. Tillman takes it, gets past LaShawn Smith, and picks up 5 on the carry. Trying to get into a rhythm. 2nd and 5. Play fake and the dump off to Parks. They've tried that 3 times now. This one's complete for a 1st down. Opening quarter is winding down, and Fernando pitched it off Ricky Jack, who scoops up his 2nd fumble. How many times have we seen the Gophers turn it over this way? Jack gets in position to defend the pitch, and Fernando still pitched it. 17-0, and the Gophers have it right back. Complete wide open. There is Marcus Williams, and the Gophers are back at midfield. What a quarter for Minnesota. 2nd quarter now underway. Gallagher floating outside the pocket, trying to wait for somebody to break free. Now he turns up the sideline, and Gallagher's going to get a pretty decent gain out of this. That's 9 yards. Facing a 3rd down and 2 in Tiger territory. Gallagher, with pressure in his face, sails a pass deep, and the pass is intercepted by Baker. Trying to get the big play this time to Clint Porter, and Clemson has their first big play of the day. Clemson ball inside the 10, and up the middle with some running room this time, and going through Josh Mackey is Brian Cox. They're trying to challenge the strength of this defense. Again, and Cox is brought down by Calvin Hall. That's another punt for Clemson. And we haven't seen them really feature Trenton Tillman. Here's the punt to Brandon Jones from the 38. He starts with a move to the right and now working to the near side. Again with the speed, he gets around a couple defenders and takes it out of bounds after a 15-yard return. Go for football. He spent a lot of time in Clemson territory already, and on the keeper, Gallagher slides after a gain of 6. Lee James slot left on 3rd down and 4. It's a 4-man rush. Gallagher fires complete to Clint Porter. Great timing, and Porter hauls in the 14-yard reception. Now Jackson to the right of Gallagher. He takes the carry. He's got a blocker in front, makes a move left, and is brought down shy of the 10 after a gain of 13. Now motion with Brandon Jones. Here's the jet sweep to the outside. No one is there. Brandon Jones has a touchdown. This game has been completely one-sided. We had this build as a main event caliber showdown, but only one team has shown up, and they're now leading 24-0. Unbelievable that Trenton Tillman has only carried the ball twice so far for 6 yards. Clemson trailing by 24, and now they have to focus more on the pass game as Fernando floats that one down the middle to Sam Davis. Impressive pass. Split backfield as Fernando drops back again. Pressure breaks through, but he fires a laser to the outside. Very impressive pass. Davis there again. Clemson inside the Gopher 30. Here's a 4-man rush. Fernando works back to his left, and that is knocked down. Too much air underneath it, allowing Jason Johnson to make the play. On 3rd and 10, Fernando trips over his own man. Could not even complete his drop back. That's the type of day it's been for Clemson. But now they have a chance at least to add points. Here's a field goal try, and this will make it 24-3. Still a long way to go. Can Minnesota's offense keep their foot on the gas? They've had a very impressive showing so far. Gallagher throws it short, and this will result in a short catch for Lee James. Porter and James paired up left on 3rd and 3. Gallagher loads up. Here's the deep ball for James. He's got it. Breaks the tackle, and Lee James will take it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Perfect drop in the bucket by Tim Gallagher, and Lee James makes another big play. It's sure looking like this team is finding their stride on the offensive side of the football. They're up 31-3 in the 2nd quarter. This lead also makes it a lot harder for Clemson to use their best playmaker to get back in the game. This is a short pass to Sean Carter, just 3 yards. Still lining up under center, Fernando tosses it right, and Trenton Tillman is stopped for a loss. He ran right into Reggie Carter, and the Gophers send the Clemson offense packing again. Minnesota is trying to show they have earned that #1 ranking. Here's TJ Jackson with a wide open lane, and Jackson has the first down. There's 12. Their defense just isn't even contesting most of these plays. Here's wide open TJ Jackson. Makes a move to get past another defender and works his way to the 19-yard line. Now the Gophers go empty. Clemson brings 4. Pretty good coverage this time, and Gallagher just gets rid of it in time to bring up a 3rd down. Clemson trying to get off the field. 3rd down and long. Gallagher puts one up in the end zone. It's knocked away from Nick Wilkerson. That'll bring on the field goal unit. Minnesota looking to extend their lead as Shane Wood's try is up, and it splits the uprights. The Gophers are leading 34-3. Here's a Pac-12 update for you. #4 Oregon currently trailing #20 UCLA 17-7. Keep an eye on that one down in the lower part of the screen. But Clemson down 31, trying to get something going before halftime, and Trenton Tillman's going nowhere. Ronnie Osborne takes him down. Not many missed tackles in this one for Minnesota as Fernando on 3rd and 8 makes Davis lay out for it. Short pickup. That's another punt. Gophers use a timeout as well. Minnesota's offense has been highly productive, and they could add more points before this half is over. 27 seconds on the clock. Gallagher working to his non-dominant side. He unloads anyway deep, and that is intercepted by Newby. He just let it fly. Not much has worked against the Gophers in this one, and Clemson has their 2nd takeaway, but not much time to make something of it. But they're going to try. Time winding down. This is the last play of the first half. Fernando in the pocket, steps up. He throws down the field, and Eric Lemon takes it away. Can he get a return going? To the 40, he pitches it back, and LaShawn Smith is brought down. That's the end of the first half. It's hard to get much more dominant than that. 34-3, Gophers. Welcome to the second half, everybody. From the first snap of the game, it's been all Minnesota. All that's left is to see if they can keep it going in the second half. Up 31 and the football in their possession. Triple option time. Here's Chauncey Thornton on the edge. And he's going to get to the 25 and around the 30-yard line. He's got the first down, pickup of 14. Jackson now the only back in the game as he runs right, gets past one defender, and he's going to get the first down thanks to that speed. There's 14 yards. Can't undermine the blocking once again. They've done a great job opening running lanes for Jackson. And that pass is caught by James. That was a little dangerous. A lot of throws like that are pick sixes. The lone back on 3rd down is Chauncey Thornton. He sweeps outside and now cuts upfield. Thornton has the first down. Gain of 7. And now Thornton is shaken up on the play. We'll see if Chauncey Thornton can return. Gophers back to the air. Gallagher facing the blitz, rolls out to the right. Will he let it fly this time? No, he won't. He gets rid of it and is tackled out of bounds. Clemson forces 3rd down and 6. And Gallagher faces another blitz, takes the short option, and Randy Rodriguez is dragged down near the marker short. Minnesota starts the second half by adding 3 more. But what does this Clemson offense have in store? 1st and 10, open down the middle, it's Parks. And he hangs on despite the hit by Calvin Hall. Still, everything is with Fernando under center. On 1st down, he steps up, fires sideline, and that's Carter making the catch for an 18-yard completion. At the Gopher 40-yard line, here's a big blitz, and Fernando throws it off the helmet of Greg Kelly, incomplete. They need the 30-yard line for a first down. This time Minnesota only brings 3. Fernando with plenty of time fires again to the sideline. Laying out, Sam Davis makes a fantastic grab. Clemson in field goal range. Here's another blitz, but it's picked up and the pass is hauled in by Parks. Clemson now has it in the red zone. Again, Tillman has a wing. Here he comes in motion. Fernando is brought down by Eric Lemon, who again went for the outside shoulder. No pitch option. It's still a loss. 3 backs in the game on 3rd down, and the carry goes to Brian Cox, who is brought down by Vincent Walker, setting up another 4th and short. Clemson just took the 3 points. It's now 37-6. And here's Brandon Jones, who scored once today. Also had some nice punt returns. And now on this kick return, he gets an open lane. It's Jones across the 40, gets around one more, and now he's up the sideline. Still a defender giving chase, will get to him, inside the 20. 88-yard return for the speedy wideout. Here's James in motion, fake to Jackson, triple option with the receiver involved, and here's James to the 10 and brought down shy of the marker. Minnesota has found success today in so many different ways. On second down and short, Gallagher takes the short option. Here is Marcus Williams to the 1-yard line. Looking for his first touchdown still this year. Not going to happen there. First down and goal, Minnesota. Toss outside. Big block leads the way. No one to defend. T.J. Jackson. He has another score. Minnesota 44, Clemson 6. This offense has continued to climb and improve, and Minnesota is really hitting their peak. 44-6 in the third quarter. Elliot Fernando on 1st and 10 goes back to the air, and that goes off the hands of Trenton Tillman, incomplete. Fernando really hasn't had a bad passing day, but just so many things have worked against him in this game, and now nobody open, still remaining on his feet until he's finally brought down by Greg Kelly. Still keeping Fernando under center on 3rd and 12. 3-man rush against 7 blockers, and Fernando was still hit. But he's very patient, and now unloads and hits Carter in stride. I'm impressed with Elliot Fernando's arm, but it just hasn't amounted to very much. 1st and 10 in Gopher territory. Fernando fires down the middle in double coverage, and that pass was knocked away by Ronnie Osborne, nearly picked off by LaShawn Smith. Quiet day for Trenton Tillman, who lines up as a wing left. On 3rd and 10, Fernando firing deep, and Davis hauls it in. Nice over-the-shoulder grab for 35 yards. Trying to find the end zone for the first time, Fernando hands off, room up the middle, and Brian Cox is stopped at the 6. That's a gain of 9. They still need the 2-yard line for a first down, and Ricky Jack makes the stop to bring up another 4th down, and Clemson brings on the field goal units. 44-9. And with this 35-point advantage, here is the Minnesota Gophers' second-string offense. Charles Daniels hands off, and here is Jeremy Smith, whom we've seen each of the last 3 weeks now. That's an 8-yard carry. And the backups convert a 3rd and 1. Here is Smith sweeping right. Again, they got a great push up front, and Smith easily picks up the first down. The way this ground game has bounced back is just tremendous. On 1st and 10, third quarter coming to an end. Daniels rolls left, now sets his feet and hits Dedrick Sullivan at the sideline. We don't just run halfback dives with our backups. We want to see these guys play football. Now Daniels up the seam, and that gets deflected away by Patrick Baker. Minnesota goes with a split shotgun look. And a fake to Jeremy Smith. Daniels is wrapped up against the pitch out to Quentin McNeil, who loses 4 yards on the play. Minnesota adds 3 more. It's 47-9. Backup defenders now in the game as Elliot Fernando hits Trenton Tillman, and he's brought down by David George after a gain of 5. Facing a second down, Fernando with plenty of time to pass hits Carter. Nice catch. Shy of the 45-yard line, 14-yard gain. Trying to cross midfield, Fernando on 1st and 10. Again, he hits Carter, and he put the ball on the ground. The Gophers have it back. 4 turnovers on the day. Andrew Jackson. He recorded his first interception not too long ago. There's his first forced fumble. Daniels fakes to Jeremy Smith. He's got some wheels. Takes it across the 45 for a first down and slides down near the 40. They're letting the clock wind down now. Smith takes the handoff, running up the middle. They give him a great lane, and Smith nearly picks up the first down. 3rd down and 1. Short yardage situation, and Smith takes it off tackle and gives the Gophers another new set of downs. Smith gets a breather, and now Quentin McNeil at tailback. He takes the handoff, gets a block inside the 5. Quentin McNeil to the end zone and ruled down at the 1. I thought this was a clear-cut touchdown, and Minnesota has challenged it, but the ball is kind of back a little bit as that right knee hits, and Minnesota does not win the challenge. So, from the 1-yard line, McNeil's still in there. He gets it again, and this time they say he broke the plane. Touchdown, Quentin McNeil, the Gophers' 4th tailback, and the 2nd fastest behind T.J. Jackson. I can't get over the lack of use of Trenton Tillman. and the constant need to play in this style of offense. There hasn't been any adapting by Clemson. They've tried to get these runs with Brian Cox going, and they've had a couple, but very minimal success rate. Fake on second down. Outside, there's Trenton Tillman, maybe his best play on the day. First down, 9-yard catch. Just 47 seconds to go in the game. Faked again. And Fernando has a man open near the 20. That is Davis, giving Clemson another first down. They're trying to finish with some sort of positivity as Ginn carries, goes right through a defender, and is brought down near the first down mark. Clock still running. This is the last play of the game. Ginn carries on 3rd and inches, powers through, and spins into the end zone. Clemson closes on a touchdown, but that's game. Minnesota wins 54-16. The 50-burger on the road. I think they only punted once with the second stringers in the game. Just unbelievable play on both sides. But Clemson's offense, I didn't expect this. They've converted to an option-oriented approach that wasn't very effective. And when they had to pass, they stuck to those formations that have less targets on the field, and many of them are in the backfield to begin with. And that just plays into Minnesota's hands. When they did give the football to Trenton Tillman, it was on the outside, and the Gophers contained the outside perfectly in this game. I feel like their scheme held them back tremendously. Tillman's talent is unquestioned despite his performance today, and Elliot Fernando actually passed the ball well, but he wasn't put in the best situation to take advantage of his strengths. Minnesota remains number 1. And you see that number 4 Oregon has dropped down to number 10. They lost 52-28, so UCLA gets a bump. But only by 1 spot. I don't get that. They should be higher after a victory like that. But let me go back to the top. Look at Illinois. They lost and they were number 2 last week. They're now number 7. The Minnesota Gophers are the only undefeated team left in the Big Ten West. Nebraska has a loss, Iowa has a loss, and now Illinois. Meaning Minnesota is the team to chase. But we have some tough games on the schedule upcoming. Next week, Minnesota takes on their rivals, the Michigan Wolverines, who are not having a very good season. They are 2-4. With these rivalry games, you never know what's going to happen. You always have to show up to play. And we've seen the Gophers play down to their competition's level as recently as last year. So Minnesota needs to keep playing the way they have. Michigan has a great quarterback in Eric Arnold. He has a good offensive line in front of him, as well as a couple playmakers. So getting pressure is key. You don't want to let Arnold sit there in the pocket and pick us apart, because we've seen quarterbacks, when they're given time, have success passing against us. Michigan's not having that much success, but don't mistake their roster. They're still recruiting big-time talent, and this is a big game for us nonetheless. We'll see the Gophers again in Week 9. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below who impressed you most in today's victory. Subscribe if you have not done so already. I'll see you guys against Michigan. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.